I'll show you guys how to remove a bed. First, sweep off your work area. Step. You got, at least on this truck, it's 213 millimeters. Once you open the tailgate, you're going to remove these. It helps if you take some pressure off, that way you're not running them at an angle across the rest of your threads. At this point, you attach one across, one across. You can use wood, it's just what I'm doing. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the tail lights, the wiring, trailer, pin, and the gas tank lid. This particular truck, it's just a Phillips. That's what I'm using. All right, we got the headlights out. Now you just want to get your wiring shoved through the bottom. At this point, you can see I've already done body work. This is already primed. Just needs to be wiped down, degreased, and then painted. We have more work to do, so what we need to do, just gotta get your gas cap, get your filler neck, 1, 2, 3. So let me find that size. One thing that is important to keep in mind is if you are removing anything around the fuel, if you're using an electric impact, because of sparks, you got to consider the potential. We use an electrical around gasoline. This truck is a diesel. I'm using a hand tool anyway, but just something to consider. And on this particular truck, it's 9/30 seconds. Now our filler neck is dropped through, just like that. Like that. That's it. These you don't want to lose. You want to put them back in as soon as you get the opportunity. Also, be careful because that is open. You do not want to drop these or your socket into the fuel tank because you will have some work to do. Now you may be asking why I'm doing the bed off and all that. I did explain in the first video, kind of walking around on the truck. I wanted to get to the frame, do a little bit of body work, or sealing work. I need to get to the ball and the gooseneck because the latch is seized, and also, as you can see on the cab corners right here as well, I need to have access to the back, so that'll give me a better opportunity to maybe do some welding on the bottom of this bed and get everything kind of cleaned up. So at this point, I'm going to get under the truck, and it's going to be 18 millimeter bolts of the main frame bolts that hold this bed on. Because there's only 2 bolts holding this bed on, so I want to address that as well. There's a lot of reasons I'm pulling the bed, so let me do that. And for these, well, we got one bolt loose, the one on this side not budging. So we're gonna let it sit for a little bit. And I need to check, I think there's one more on this side. It definitely didn't go as easy as planned. I've got one that's just spinning, it's stripped, but I think everything else is loose. I'm gonna go ahead and remove our wiring that's attached to the bed. We are clear everywhere except for the one bolt that is spun out inside the channel. I'm gonna have to cut that off. So let me get down there. Okay, we have officially got that bolt cut off. The bed is free, so we're gonna go ahead and get the jack over here. Let me know if this hurts the jack. I don't know if it does or not. Pull it up sometime. Doesn't reach, ain't that something, huh? Okay. Bed's lifted up. You probably want to use bigger, heavier duty straps than what I'm using. But as you can see, the bed is going up. If it snaps, break, we're gonna throw a little protection on, because what we don't want, of course the sun's coming down right where I'm working here. The bed is up, and but if it snaps, it's usually got some kind of face protection.
Show you what I'm working with. There it is, folks, at YouTube.
I've done some sketchy things in my day, but that's probably one of the sketchiest, but at least I learned and how to do that. That's yeah, I'm happy with that. So this is what we got. Get the bed off, do some work getting this guy unstuck, clean all this. If I need to drop a fuel pump in, now be a good time to do this. And I honestly might just convert that bed to a flat bed. You know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, this is it. So yeah, if I need to remove a bed again, that is how I will do it to get it done. There it is. A little sketchy. I'd use bigger straps though, but it works. That works. Let's bring this thing down to the ground.